and said a pardon would advance national reconciliation.
Israel, he said, faced great challenges and great opportunities, and in order to fend off the threats and seize the opportunities, national unity was required.
Israel's opposition leaders urged President Isaac Herzog not to issue a pardon unless Netanyahu agrees to step down as prime minister. Linda Gradstein for CBS News, Jerusalem.
In Lebanon today, church bells welcomed Pope Leo as he prayed at the tomb of Saint Charbel, and speaking in French, urged Christians not to abandon the Middle East. Thousands turned out in the rain to line the Pope's motorcade. And President Trump says he will release the results of an MRI he underwent in October, telling reporters on Air Force One.
It's like my phone call where I got impeached. It's absolutely perfect.
The White House hasn't said why he had the MRI at Walter Reed or on what part of his body. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Whoa, more fiber?
What?
Down here, buddy. It's me, your spoon. Constipation with belly pain still coming back?
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, but Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Welcome into the Roundtable. I'm Andy Herzer, founder and executive director of First Shot on this cold Monday morning. Sometimes I don't think I move far enough south from Indiana, but I'm welcoming in a group of people today. Kevin, Patricia, and Amanda. They're with Murfreesboro in Motion, but we're going to start off, and they're all entrepreneurs, and they're all community-minded, and in such a big way that I just feel that the next generation, if you look at these young people compared to me on TV here and are listening, is in good shape, because I think you got to be a giver. It's one of our core values at First Shot. So, Kevin, with that, talk to us about what you do and how they can get in touch with you.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on this morning. I appreciate the invite. My name is Kevin Sanders with Sanders Pressure Washing and Window Cleaning, and I'm also owner of Holly Jolly Lights, which is a seasonal business at the moment, but it's about to be full-time. So we specialize in pressure washing, soft wash, and window cleaning, detail window cleaning. We cover all Middle Tennessee at the moment. And basically, if you would like to get in touch with us, our number is 615-488-8866. Again, that's 615-488-8866. We do all types of jobs. It doesn't matter the size. You call us, you tell us what you need. We'll do whatever we can to get you served.
Well, again, I think it's the core value of who you are, Kevin. You have a servant heart, and I love it about you. Patricia, talk to us about your
Good morning. I'm Patricia Chun. I am from Modern Woodmen of America, so I am a financial advisor. My heart is with the life insurance portion. We do IRAs, Roths, all that good stuff. My favorite part of my job is the non-for-profit side that we have. We have a fraternal program that we are able to get involved, and the more members we get, the more we are able to give back to the community. So that's my favorite part of the job, of course. But Modern Woodmen, you can find me on my website. My phone number 615-294-7824. We do insurance policies from little newborn babies all the way to retirement. So anyone that might need something like that, we are here to help that.
Well, Amanda Howe, you're a little bit longer time that I've known you. I met you at a golf tournament, mine to be specific, and it's always funny. I'm kind of a little standoffish when people say they want to get involved. If you didn't realize that,
yes,
probably guard it would be the better question for it. And our good friend Ron Young introduced us, and again, you've just been outstanding for First Shot, and I want to say first thank you.
My pleasure.
Tell what Amanda Howell does. And
well, I'm Amanda Howell from Amanda Howell Agency. Thank you for having me and asking us to be here. It's an honor and a pleasure to talk community with you guys. I own and operate Amanda Howell Agency, a local PR and marketing firm here in Rutherford County. We help small businesses grow through connection, through community service, through exposure and visibility and transparency in the county, just being top of mind and being trusted resource in our industries and in our fields with what we do. And we love giving back, and we just love this community, and that's what we're here to do. I'm here to represent those companies and help them and find ways for us to plug in, contribute, and support.
So let's talk about that. Each of you guys, you know, there's 1,000 different nonprofits in our community, Rutherford County alone. So talk to me about, Kevin, about community, and why is it so important, not just to run your business, but to give back?
This is the community that takes care of not only my business, but my family. So I have a son, and he goes into a well-known school here in Murfreesboro. When I give back, I feel like I'm giving back not only to myself or the other businesses around me, but I give back to my son. I give back to the schools that he goes to, that he's partaking in, and he's getting educated by. I'm getting back to the community that supports me from day one, that called me and says, hey, we trust you to take care of our home, our business, so I am going to trust them by giving back to them as well. So when I hear the word community, it's just, to me, it's a 360. You give back, they take care of you, and all the way around. So,
Patricia, how about you? I mean, part of your business, Modern Woodmen, has a huge arm, and you've really helped a lot of different nonprofits. So what does community mean to you, and why give back?
Yes, I mean, I can piggyback off of Kevin a little bit. I do help a lot of the schools if it's possible. I dig a little deeper when I go to the schools. I actually sit down, talk to the counselors, talk to the principals, the coaches. I kind of find out what do they need. We've helped with the machines, putting supplies into those. We've helped with the Atlas. We've helped with the sports programs. There's times that they just need big bulks of tuna fish to put in the closet so the kids can buy a pack and go and run, those types of things. The good thing about Modern Women is we get involved. We don't just give the checks. We don't give the checks and walk off. We stay. We go to the events. We stand there and we greet people. We say hi. I may give a jump rope away. I may give pictures with Santa away. I may give something away while I'm standing there. But yes, the community, yes, ultimately we all have to get paid. We all have to, be able to pay for our bills and our kids. I have 6. I need to pay for my kids. Yes, my kids are learning to give back. We're partnering with different people. I go out in the community and I find out what touches my heart. I try to see who actually does care about the community and wants to be a part of, something big that's coming, and we try to piggyback off that.
So, Amanda, again, I think I mean, I follow all of you on Facebook, but I don't know when you have time to sleep. You're at so many events. You and a couple other of our friends that are just so community-minded. You know, you're so involved with the chamber. I want you to talk about that. Why is being an ambassador for them is important to you? And then a little bit, why do you serve so much?
Absolutely. First of all, to answer, I don't sleep a lot. When you see me looking tired, I'm absolutely tired. The exhaustion knows no bounds, but neither does our commitment to service. So with the chamber, it is an honor and a pleasure to serve as a diplomat for 2025. I believe in our chamber so much. When I moved to Rutherford County, I didn't know a single person, not one. I didn't know anybody. And I walked into the chamber my second day in town because I knew that was the know. That was who to talk to support local, because I really wanted to be and absorb this community and make this community home. So when I walked in those doors and I met Kelly and I sat with her, I was able to learn what makes Rutherford different, what sets it apart. How can, instead of moving here and trying to change it to what I was comfortable, how can I become comfortable in this town? Where do I give? How do I serve? Where do I go? Where do I shop? How do I support? So for me, just being able to be that diplomat and serve and do that for others and bring them to that chamber and say, hey, here's a place where you are welcomed. You can get connected. You can grow a business. You can give back. You can find a friend. You find community, and you learn how to be a part of and not just part of, but be an active contributor to a society, to this community that gives back to me. So for me, just from day one, the minute I moved here, the chamber embraced me. It showed me where to go, how to go, who to support, who to love, where to serve. And I love being able to be in that role and do that for other people that are moving here or that just have been here and don't know. There's so many people that live in this town that don't know what our chamber does, or they see the building and they drive by and they don't know what's happening behind those doors. So being able to support and contribute and tell that story and be able to be an important part of someone else's story when they move here so they don't feel alone like I did and feel embraced and feel the love that the chamber gave me, I just want to give that back to other people.
Well, talk a little bit why you serve. Where did you get that? Why?
My heart for service came from being a kid that was given all of these, everything I serve either served me in one way or another. As a kid, they fed me, they clothed me, they helped support me. I couldn't go to camps. I couldn't do those things. My family wasn't fortunate enough to have everything. They worked very, very hard, but still sometimes it was hard for them. So for me, giving back to people, and maybe not the same people, but to organizations and to places and spaces, I was one of those kids. And for me, it is so important to be able to give back, not just to children and adults, but to be a servant heart. People gave to me and my family. It is my responsibility to now give back. We were given, it's time to give back and serve.
So let's kind of talk about why I invited you here. I've got to witness at one time, because I didn't have radio on Monday. Right now, your group's meeting.
Yes, right now.
Right now. It's called Murfreesboro in Motion. Give us the vision, the mission, and the values, which I know she's going to pull it up on the phone, because this just wasn't thrown together.
No.
You know, this was a well-planned out
It was.
Entity.
It was a lot of thought, a lot of prayer, a lot of hope, a lot of dreams, and a lot of just brain, like thinking and willpower to make it different and make it separate from other groups. You have 100 opportunities to network, and we wanted it to be with intention. So our mission is to cultivate a thriving, inclusive community where professionals and entrepreneurs can come together to serve, support, and grow through collaboration, shared wisdom, and genuine connection. We believe that success is abundant and best achieved when we uplift one another. So that's our mission statement. And very...
So now, Kevin, when you hear that mission statement, how do you see it, and how does it fit what you're doing here in our community?
As Amanda has said, there is many business connections meetings out there. When she first started Murfreesboro in Motion, and I came into to action with that group, it's a very diverse group, to the point where when you come in there, not only are you coming in there with open hearts and open minds and open arms, but everyone cares about what you do. Everyone's caring about what you're trying to do for the community. Everyone's caring about your career. So when this season started with my lights, I've been doing this for 5 years, and the first week and a half when people started asking for recommendations, I would say literally 20 people out of Murfreesboro Motion started recognizing me. That speaks a volume. I mean, some of them knew me, some of them, had known me, some of them just met me maybe a week or two prior. But everyone started saying, hey, you need to call Kev. And that speaks volume to me. There is ones out there that you have to pay for, and you don't get that kind of recognition.
So, again, it's one of the things I liked. I was in a B&I group. Some of us probably have been in some of those groups, and it's, lead with a giving hand. You guys are doing it without paying for it. So, Patricia, again, after hearing that mission statement, that vision, what does it mean to you, and how does modern woodwork?
Yeah. So I think we've all been in BNI. Nothing against it. I loved it. I loved the group of people that I built that relationships with. All the other networking groups I've ever been to, I've never had one that I felt was bad. But this one, of course, it started out at a event space that I owned at the time, and we were donating the space as a, hey, let's get exposure at first, and then it become pretty much family. I mean, everybody was excited to come on Monday. That was the statement you would hear. I am excited to get up on Monday and go to Murfreesboro Motion. And we have grown relationships. Like he said, you get tagged every day on something by someone. Just all the different groups on Facebook, people will say, hey, I need this. Well, we got somebody for you. We know somebody. And we tag those people, and we get to know them. We don't just come Monday morning and talk to them for an hour or an hour 30-second pitch. We actually have one-on-ones with each other afterwards. I've invited them all to my house, is how comfortable I feel with the group. We had a bonfire. We've done socials, but we get to know each other. We get to know each other's families. We've invited kids, spouses, significant others, things like that. So it's become a group that you would have never imagined. I mean, sitting there having to pull out extra tables and chairs at the event space because we have 40 people show up. It's an amazing thing. I love the fact that people are, I like to have accountability, but there's people, the realistic is we're busy sometimes. There's seasons we're busy. We can't make it. And it's great that we are able to not feel bad for missing something because we have to work.
Right.
And then we get to come back with open arms. No one's wondering where we work. They know we were working, because if we wasn't, we would be there. And I just love the fact that, we all can go in there and we help each other support our businesses.
So, Amanda, how does it affect you and the Amanda Howell agency?
Being the mastermind, as people like to say, of this, the creator of this, it was something that was for the community. And like Patricia said, I'm going to touch on that. Being excited at 9 a.m. on a Monday is not something people want to do. And I used to hate it. I hated Mondays. And I was like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to do this. And I don't want to do that. It is a joy and a pleasure to wake up on a Monday morning at 9 a.m. and be with some of the most giving individuals in this town, and to see people from spaces and places that you normally may not see. I may not see you out and about doing this because you were actually doing your job during the week, and your job doesn't give you that freedom. So being able to connect with these individuals, and like she said, learn their families, learn the people, and to be able to feature, hey, what's important to you? Let's talk about it. Let's not just talk about business. Let's talk about your nonprofit. Let's talk about your family. If you need prayer, let's pray for you. Like, how can we serve? How can we keep things going? And to go from literally busting at the seams at her place to now we're at Cedar Glade, where we are able to meet and grow there and support another small business. It's just, to me, to be able to serve and be in this capacity with these people on a Monday, it ignites my fire for the week. I absolutely love it. And when I'm getting ready for my Mondays, on Sundays I start preparing for Monday, and I'm thinking, please let what we do be impactful. Please let our mission be heard, and let people be touched, and let people want to come back. We want people to come back, not just for their business, but for them. How can we serve you as a person? Some people don't even have jobs, and they come just to be around people, just to have a cup of coffee and have conversation and learn how to be in the community, because to me that is so important. I love what you do and I love who you are, but I want to know you. I want to get to know you. I want to have a cup of coffee with you and find out what's important. So even the people who aren't working that just come and support us, it just, to me, it ignites me. It makes me happy.
Well, Kevin, you kind of touched on it a little bit. I want to kind of go back to it as how they've uplifted you and encouraged you in a new season with the lights. And everybody, I'm going to tell you, these two ladies I've known a little bit longer than Kevin. They're not recommending anybody that's not worthy of recommendation. That's the other thing I want you guys to touch on. It's just it's a standard you have. Yes. That's who in that group. So what does it mean to you to have those standards and values with this group?
Well, it means a lot. When I go to a customer's house and I'm taking care of their house, they'll come out. I would say probably 5 out of 10 customers a week will ask me, hey, I need this done. Who do you recommend? Hey, I need this done. Who do you recommend? And without a hesitation, majority of the people that are in this group, thank goodness I'm the only guy there that does the pressure washer window cleaning. But, at the same time, we have ACUs, we have plumbers, we have electricians, we have keys, we have IT. I will shout their name out immediately, and I'll make sure before I leave that the customer has their information and can call them right then and there. And I've been told by I've had customers to come back to me and say, hey, thank you so much for the recommendation. They came out, they took care of me at a reasonable price. Because of you, I didn't have to go out and find 10, 12 people that would not show up in my house. So for people that truly know me, know my heart, know my mission, know my destination of this business, it means a lot to me that people trust that much to recommend me to the people in the Murfreesboro and surrounding areas.
So, Patricia, again, what does it mean to you to have that value of the people and knowing the standard of the people that you're rubbing elbows with?
I love being able to say I know someone. I do. Over the weekend, I got a message on Facebook on Messenger, hey, I need a plumber. I was like, Zach Rawson. I'm like, he's helped my son before. He's done great. She come back. Thank you. He answered immediately. Almost everybody that I am passionate about referring to, I've used in some form or fashion, whether it's myself, my family, my friends, and I've gotten feedback. If I have tried to do business with them and they've stood me up, they didn't come to, or they didn't answer me, I'll move to the next person. Because who I refer, I feel is a reflection on me. So my reputation is important to me. So I make sure who I refer that I know that they're going to do a good job before I do it.
Well, Amanda said you guys are open arm. So how do you vet? How do you know when you've grown this quickly?
Ooh.
I mean, do you have to go and say you're not welcome?
I
know that's a tough question.
It is a tough question, but it
kind of know.
They
keep coming back.
I don't want to come into a group if you know and say we've got to automatically trust.
No, that trust takes time. And either they've sat with Patricia, they've sat with me, they sit with Kevin. We do lunches. We get to know you on a level. And we've only had an issue with maybe 1 or 2 people that we have simply just made it very clear this is the standard, and we've done this privately, and we've also done it as a group. Like, hey, and we want to do it in a group too, because we want it to be understood that although we welcome you with open arms, we have a standard. If you do not meet that standard, then this may not be the group for you, and that's okay. There are other groups for you, but we are trusted in this community, and we stand high on quality, value, our honor system, who we are and what we do. We are trusted, and if we can't trust you, then we need to have a different conversation. So we have those difficult conversations. We've only had to have maybe 1 or 2, but that trust comes through. That's why we want one-to-ones. That's why we want you to serve. We want to know you, and if we're seeing things that aren't lining up, then we're gonna have to address it. And we've had to address it a couple times, but we address it with love and from a place of concern. Like, hey, maybe you had a bad day, maybe you had a bad week, whatever's going on, but this is not the place for that. And I think we've been pretty blessed and pretty lucky that those conversations have went very, very well. We've had a few people that have weeded themselves out because they're just not the good fit, and that's okay too. We're not for everybody, and we don't want to be for everybody if their standard isn't there.
Well, we're going to take a break and be right back with Murfreesboro in Motion.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
Sign-ups are going on right now for First Shot's Winter Basketball League in Rutherford County. Coach Andy Herzer guides kids to sharpen basketball skills and build teamwork through exciting clinics and games. Since 2003, First Shot has empowered youth to grow in mind, spirit, and body. Don't miss out. Join the fun and develop lifelong skills. Visit firstshottn.org today and register for the Winter Basketball League. That's firstshottn.org.
Hello, I'm Adam Tipton with Farm Bureau Insurance. For over 75 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has proudly served Rutherford County, helping protect what matters most to our neighbors. If you're new to the area or just new to us, please give us a chance to earn your business. Give us a call at 615-893-1213 or visit us at 818 South Church Street in Murfreesboro. Our agents and staff are ready to serve you. From our team to your family, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Insurance should be simple, not complicated. That's why at Rayburn Insurance, Agent Rick Hull cuts through the jargon and helps you understand your options clearly. He's committed to finding the right coverage that fits your unique needs and budget. Their team has been a trusted partner in the community since 1973. Ready to make insurance easy? Get with Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. He's ready to help you get the protection you deserve.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, AmeriCare Pest Control, and Old National Bank.
Get old. Old National Bank, that is. Old National Bank has the experience and service you need to buy a home, make investments, even online and mobile banking. Old National Bank is in the borough on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard, which used to be Mercury Boulevard.
Visit us and enjoy warm, homemade cookies at Old National Bank.
Old National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Let's check those WGNS Good Neighbor events. Breakfast with Santa this Saturday morning at the Almaville Volunteer Fire Department. Santa will be there along with a delicious breakfast. And you can get your pictures with Santa there. The Breakfast with Santa at the Almaville Volunteer Fire Department. That's at 911 1 Mile Lane in Smyrna. Also Saturday brings the Bethlehem Marketplace to Southeast Baptist Church. If you've never attended, you need to be there. You actually immerse yourself in the Bethlehem Marketplace, walking through the streets of Bethlehem the day after Jesus was born. The Bethlehem Marketplace, this Saturday and Sunday, noon until 5 both days, at Southeast Baptist Church, 708 Minerva Drive, here in Murfreesboro. The Red Cross is still critically low on blood, so especially during this Christmas season, give the gift of life at the Red Cross. Phone 800-RED-CROSS and make an appointment to give blood at a time that fits your schedule. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
We'll see a few scattered rain showers possible late this afternoon. Partial sunshine develops, high in the upper 40s. Tonight, a good chance for rain, possibly mixing with sleet late, cloudy, low near 32. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center. Currently, it's 27.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Through Sharing Change, MTE members round up their bills to support local nonprofits. Find out more how your spare change can make a difference at sharingchange.org.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome into WGNS, the Roundtable. I'm Andy Herzer, founder and executive director of First Shot. Again, welcome back in Murfreesboro in Motion. You guys do something that I think is more unique than what people do. You guys, how do you choose the nonprofits that you're going to support? So I know it's a group decision. Does everybody in the group get to bring, Kevin, what nonprofits, again, that you think are out there that mirror what you want to help?
Well, that's a heavy question.
Yeah.
It goes back to my past. So my father passed away of cancer. So cancer is a very, very big dear to my heart to support and to help people that are in need of that situation. I'm a 14-year-old Army vet. So when it comes to veterans, you better believe that I'm always going to be there for my brothers and sisters in arms. And I am a huge advocate for dogs. I have a service dog. She's been with me from day one after my first deployment. So anything that relates to dogs getting help or dogs finding a home for veterans or just finding a home in general, I love to advocate for those.
Well, first of all, thank you for your service. I meant to say that at the very beginning. But again, you're a veteran-owned company.
Yes, sir.
And again, talk about, we rescued a dog. We're always going to, if this one passes, she's 14 years old, we'll rescue another dog. We're that type of people, so we like paws. I mean, it's one of those things that, we're going to support that because that's near and dear to our heart. Mm-hmm. My mom died of esophageal cancer. Cancer's near and dear to it's probably touched everyone's life.
Absolutely.
Right? So, again, how do you know what veterans group to help when you're out there? I mean, there's so many of them.
There are. I know. Thank goodness I do. I'm very blessed to know the people in my life. There's a lot of veterans that I know that have started nonprofits. There is definitely veterans out there that are participants of nonprofits. When someone asks me, hey, can you help? I don't just go, yeah, absolutely. I jump at the occasion. I do research. I do say, okay, nonprofits is a business, unfortunately, so you have to have money to make it. So you do have to spend money for, clerical and stuff like that. But how much of the funds actually go to help the profit of what's going for? If it's for veterans, it's for dogs. How much of a dollar is that going actually toward to support what they're trying to do, the mission they're trying to accomplish? So I do my research and I figure out who the people are in charge of what they're doing and their personalities. Is it a conflict or is it a blessing? And basically, after I get all my pennies in the dollar going to that situation, I was like, okay, I trust these people. I trust their mission. I trust what they're doing. And I trust that wherever I participate or whoever I go for, say, hey, help me participate. I know for sure that the subject that is getting funded for is actually getting helped.
Well, Patricia, we're going to skip you on this one because you and I are going to come back and talk about what you're doing for First Shot. Okay? So, Amanda, how do you pick? Because I see you at about 900 events a year. Yes. How do you really focus in on the ones that this group's going to help?
So, yes, I go and I support a gazillion. I mean, I go to them, I support them, and I love them. But the ones that we truly want to focus on in Murfreesboro in Motion, there are 1,907 nonprofits just in Rutherford County. That is a lot of nonprofits. That means from itty-bitty all the way up to the large. So what we want to do is when I'm talking, I go and I meet the founder. I go and meet the person behind it. I sit with them. What is their mission? What is their values? Who are they? are they committed to their cause? Are they just out there trying to grow a name, or are they actually committed? Are they doing the sweat, the blood, the tears? Are they passionate? And then we go in and we look at it from a standpoint of exposure. There's so many big ones out there that are corporate that, like Kevin said, that aren't given the right amount of money to the right things. There's some that don't need a lot of help because everybody knows who they are. So then we're looking at it from who can we help that little guy that might need that push a little bit forward that people don't know about. So we're looking at it from that standpoint. We're looking at it from a communal impact. Where are they serving to? How can they help us? Where are they willing? Do they just want to sit and get a handout? Or like when Patricia goes to an event, she's actually there in the cold, standing there handing out tickets. So where's the commitment level? There's a lot of things that go into it when we're sitting with these people and we're trying to figure out which ones we want to put in. And sometimes people will bring them to us and we're like, okay, let's look at this. But when you're sitting with us, we're going to know, Patricia and I have had the pleasure of sitting with a lot of nonprofits. Some of them, maybe it's just not organized right. So maybe we need to go back and visit it another time. Maybe you need to sit down for a minute, get your things back together, and then come back. And that happens, and that's okay. But we really want people who are passionate, organized, committed, and ready to go, but also maybe just don't have that little bit of, people don't know who they are. So how can we help them get their story told? So there's a lot that goes into it, but I think Patricia and I and everybody in the group and Kevin, we have a really good sense of people, and that comes from being burnt, sadly, and being guarded, just like you said. You get that, you just kind of know. But on the back end, we're doing that other work. We're hanging out. We're getting to know you. We're taking you to lunch. We're kind of courting you to see if you're going to fit well. And then we invite you in. Everybody's welcome, but is that something that we're going to push? Or is it something that, you know what, it's here, we're happy you're here? Or are we going to do an event for you? Are we going to do something for you? How can we help you? We want to support everybody, but who can we bring to the limelight for this month or for this occasion?
So it's amazing in this business, Kevin, you're right, of being a nonprofit now for 23 years, and it's had its ups and downs, and it's going through one of its storms, and we've weathered it and came out on the other side, and it's because of people like y'all. I don't have big corporate dollars.
Exactly.
I'm not writing for grants, so it's one of those things. It's every dollar matters to a nonprofit, and to have lasted 23 years is because of people that are sitting in this room that have given, and it matters to me. I cried on you one day because I am passionate about what I do and how I do it, and with integrity. Patricia, you have chosen to help First Shot this Christmas. Let's talk about that event and talk about how people can get involved in it. So go ahead.
Absolutely. I'll just touch on your general question first, but as Amanda said, we kind of trust what we kind of suggest in our group. Like if someone says, hey, let's support this, and if we have questions, we bring them up and let's tag up and meet with this person. And I met you at Kiwanis. I'm a part of Kiwanis, so that's another nonprofit I'm passionate about. I've heard your story of why you do what you do. And then I met you at the last fundraiser at the Oakland Mansion. Heard that story. So, of course, anything that relates to anything my kids have been through, anything I've been through, really never said this out loud, but it publicly, since I've been in this role, is I was one of those kids too. People sponsored me. Mm-hmm. I call him my second daddy, guy in a church that, said, hey, your parents can't afford to send you a camp. I'm gonna do this for you. And that made the biggest difference in my life. So when I become a mom, it was, I'm going to give them everything I didn't have. Amen. And that has been my goal from day one, since the day I held my first child. So anytime I can help another child improve their future, and I believe sports is huge for kids' futures. It teaches them in so many different ways. all my kids have had to pick something they wanted to be involved in. I didn't care what sport, I didn't care what it was, they had to be involved in something. So what we've decided, Modern Women has a pilot program we've been doing for the past 6 months. It'll end in January. And each month we have kind of taken a non-for-profit under our wing. And we have paid for these events completely out of our pockets to give back to not only our members, but their guests and our community, to be able to show we care. We're here. Of course we want to grow our membership, but it's been amazing to see. The first one was Lucky Lad. We took on the YMCA. I'm on the board there. So, you know, the board at the YMCA, of course, touches my heart. To see those kids every day, the accomplishments they come and go and things like that. And then we took on domestic violence. We were able to raise a huge amount for them. That's another one that is dear to my heart. You don't have to be abused by a certain person, but for you to watch someone else be abused many years of your life, it definitely touches your heart in a different way. And then you have, you guys came, went to the alley, and they said, you know, with my original plan was my event space. Well, we unfortunately we're having to relocate. So we were like, what can we do? What can we do? So we went to the alley, had a conversation with them, and they donated the courtyard and said, hey, y'all can come set up here your events. And I said, you know, are you sure? How much? You know, they said, we will donate it. I said, okay, well, I want to partner with a non-for-profit. I said, who can we help that you really care about? And I had already, like I said, met you guys. I had been at the last event, and they said, we want First Shot. And I said, okay, done. Mm-hmm. And of course, you and I had went and got breakfast. I wanted to know, first thing I said was, what more? Tell me all about what you do, deeper than what I already knew. And you were so good about the conversation of how can I help you too. And that's right there is rare. I knew I made the right decision in picking that organization when you made that statement. Because some people are so quick to just grab the check and say, okay, thanks, appreciate you, without asking, what can I do to help you?
Well, I'm going to respond to that, okay? And it's to all of you. If I don't recommend Kevin Sanders, then I'm selfish as a nonprofit because he's helping First Shot. If I don't help you, then I'm selfish. I'm not going to be a selfish person. If I'm not, I gave you a name to follow up on, right? For me, I think we as nonprofits have to invest in those that are investing in us, because if you don't stay healthy as business owners, then I don't exist. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I don't know if that's self-serving, but I'm not going to accept a check without giving, and that's one of the core values I teach kids, is to be givers, to have empathy for those that aren't as well off as you. Right? We have to teach our kids those values.
Absolutely, yes.
Right? So it's important that I'm a part of it.
I absolutely agree. I mean, like I said, I'm raising 6 and got 8 grandbabies that's watching every move I make. So I definitely have to keep myself to a little higher standards, I feel like, on a daily basis. But what we've decided to do, December 14th, we're going to be at the alley. We have hired a Santa Claus, and we have got a professional photographer. We have snow globes we're going to be making for the kids to, you know, sit down and make their own little snow globes. We're going to have Christmas tree cakes. We're going to have ornaments passing out that says Modern Women on them. We are even going to have a hot chocolate bar. And from what I understand, he is going over the top
He always
says,
does. He always
for his
does.
hot chocolate bar. So he's trying to make it extra special for you guys. With us announcing this just in Murfreesboro Motion, I've had several people say, hey, let me donate this amount of money so that I can help in any way. eSpaces has donated 20 tickets for, whatever kids
For
you
the
want.
children?
Yes, for the kids to
For
come
the
and
children at First Shot.
Mhm.
So we're going to give those out today to to my children at Patterson Park, so they can get there and make plans. But again, I think you got to explain how you get this out. You guys, I'm not very good at it. All right, that when we sat down and talked, I said, you're going to have to walk me through this, Patricia, because when it talks to Facebook and social media, YouTube, I mean, this is on YouTube. I've never watched it on YouTube because I don't know how to get to it.
Yes.
So you guys laugh, but you
no.
guys are smiling, but it's part of who you guys are. So again, everything that you have put out,
Yes.
I've shared, thanked, and again, it's from 10 until 2. Sunday, pictures with Santa, so many snow.
We'll probably stop at
globes.
1 because the parade starts at 2. So we want to make sure everybody has time to get up to the parade to get good seats and all that stuff.
And here's the beauty of it: it's inexpensive. It's $5. The picture alone is worth $5.
Absolutely. Right.
To have your child, if you're out there, or grandchild, bring your grandchild. It's $5. The funds go to First Shot. And again, they've in their group, they've got other people donating money.
I mean,
so that
people-
this thing is a success.
Yes, people have heard the First Shot and they're going, I just want to give money First Shot. Absolutely, go for it. Just to get your name out there, has been great. But to your question, what do we do behind the scenes? We have 3,000 members of Modern Woodman that has been invited to this event. On top of what we have done in our networking, on top of what you share, whether they come or whether they don't, and it doesn't even have to be just for little kids. Big kids can come and take a funny picture with Santa, frame it, and give it to mom and dad for Christmas. I mean,
Kevin.
I'm sorry, but I'm all about sitting in Santa's lap and taking the picture and having that for a memory. I remember, my dad's passed away now, but he dressed up one year as Santa. I've got that picture, and I will cherish that picture for the rest of my life because it's just funny because I know that was my dad and behind that little costume. But, just for, the funny pictures of it's going around, it's just a thing now where people will get up there with siblings and make a funny picture for mom and dad. And I can see a mom and dad opening that picture on Christmas morning. They are going to do nothing but laugh, and it's going to bring joy to that room. So,
Well, and you're creating an experience and a moment for a family. You're getting families together. Even if you don't believe, even whatever, just come together for an experience in our community. And that's what she's doing, is she's creating moments. She's creating a space and a place to create a memory. And for $5, come create a memory. I mean, whether you believe or not believe, come have a cookie, come have some hot chocolate and create a memory. Yes.
And then stay for, the parade. I
Exactly.
mean, there's so much going on in our community, and you guys are are amazing to me as how active you are in it. And again, it's from 10 to 1 at the Alley Courtyard.
Yes.
It's $5. Come get your picture. Come get some hot chocolate. Come meet some new people.
Absolutely.
Right? It's so it's part of me. We're sitting in an establishment, and a guy and his wife are retired farmers from Wisconsin. I'm meeting them. I'm asking questions. It's who I am, right? It's who you all are. But we're going to take our final break and be right back with Murfreesboro in Motion.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
This is Shannon Woodfin Parsons with Woodfin Funeral Chapels. The Murfreesboro Christmas Parade Grand Marshal is Mr. Bill Allen. Mr. Bill worked for Woodfin Chapel for years. Mr. Bill is 100 years old. He was at Normandy Beach. And I want to thank Mr. Bill for his service. I want to thank all veterans that help protect our freedom and our country.
It's the most magical day of the year, and you can watch it all live. Big G TV is where Christmas comes to life with coverage of the Murfreesboro Parade, Sunday, December 14th at 2 p.m. Brought to you by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Middle Tennessee Electric, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Woodfin Funeral Chapels. See every float, every smile, and the moment Santa arrives on Big G TV. Streaming at wgnsradio.com/parade.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
This is Kim Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. You hear me on Monday mornings at 7:20 talking about how to lead a healthier lifestyle. We carry supplements, personal care, and grocery items at both our Murfreesboro and Smyrna locations, family owned and operated since 1989.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the law offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
The law offices of John Day took the burden really off of my shoulders.
So if you think you're going to get rich quick with a frivolous case, I'm not the lawyer for you.
I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond.
If we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back into the Roundtable. I'm Andy Herzer, founder and executive director of First Shot. Kevin, again, holiday lights. How do they get in contact with you?
By all means, please give us a shout out. I reply better if you text or call, preferably call. Again, our number is 615-488-8866. And basically what you do is just give us a call, tell us where you live, what you're wanting done. Estimates are free, and what we do is we install, we maintain, and we take down and store all in the same price, and you're getting commercial grade lighting. So it is brighter than your average bear out there, so it's going to be great for you.
Patricia, how do they contact you?
Patricia Chun, Modern Woodman. I have websites, and then also my phone is 615-294-7824.
How do they find out more about the event the 14th of December?
Yes, it is on my Facebook page. It is on my website. It is on you're sharing it. It's everywhere right now. So if you have seen me anywhere, you've probably seen the link somewhere. There is a link. You go, and I wanted to make sure that everybody wasn't like waiting in a big, huge line to get a picture with Santa. So there are spots 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30 you can sign up for. That way we can control the crowd, and everyone's not waiting all day, and they can have a good experience. So go in the link, you just pay the $5, and then you will be reserved, and then we'll have the list when they show up. So they don't even have to have a ticket. We just gave you tickets because they were donated. And then that day we'll let everybody in.
Well, I'm going to say a special thank you to you.
You are welcome.
Amanda, how do they find out more about Murfreesboro in Motion?
Murfreesboro in Motion can be found on Facebook. We have a group called Murfreesboro in Motion, and then we have an actual page, and that's where we want you to come. That's the landing page. That's where we want you to go. It's Murfreesboro in Motion, so you can like and follow that group. You can join that group. You can reach out to one of us. We were happy to help you. You can also give me a call, 904-742-8900, and ask Cedar Glade as well. It's held there, so they know a little bit about showing up at 9 a.m.
Well, again, I want to thank each one of you. I hope that you have a blessed Christmas. And again, this is Andy Herzer with the Roundtable. See you next Monday.
Subscribe to Big G TV. Local content that matters to Rutherford County.